like to invite Mr. Rudy Shoushany, founder of DX Talks and Crypto Talks, and Mrs. Carole Sharabati, Research Director at Siran Associates, to the stage to tackle the seventh sector of our assembly, knowledge economy.
Lebanon works, right? Lebanon? Look, we should be happy it still works with all of the challenges, I think, right? So Lebanon still works. 50 years ago, 32 pioneers, they created the space program and created a rocket. Right? It's a very important milestone. And this milestone is very important because that showed our innovation. That showed our creativity, regardless what happened. Today, things are different. If those 23 people behind me were able to do that and were able to dream, what about us 700 people? Can we dream? Can we make Lebanon works? Today, we have an opportunity. Not just any opportunity, the fourth industrial revolution opportunity to relaunch Lebanon tech potential. And we can do it. We've seen what happened in COVID, I think. The best sector that was fighting and still moving was the tech sector. The knowledge economy is creating a global revolution, a revolution that we must really follow. We cannot stick to our past ways. Innovation and transformation leadership are predominant over manufacturing and sales. We need business models, new business models. We need manufacturing, we need sales, but actually we need to change. We need to change into the world of how things are changing. Look at these. Who didn't use here ChatGPT? I think all of us did. And why? I have one rebel. But why these technologies are taking the world? Just in under 6 months, things has changed. It's no longer the same. And guess what? And here the Minister of Telecommunication understands exactly. 50% of our career and university teachings and jobs will be gone in the next 5 to 10 years. What does that mean? Most of our jobs is taken by something. Was it robots, AI, or anything else? What do we need to do? Change is the only constant. From Apple glasses, we've seen what they released last week, to the immersive technologies, to IoTs empowering our smart cities, to telecom and satellites with what's happening with Elon Musk and the satellite that we need to be licensed in Lebanon, because we do need the internet. Internet is our mainstream. It's our future lives. We need the internet. Blockchain for bringing back trust. All of those sectors are cross-sectoral. We're gonna be involved one way or another. Was it in smart technologies or smart cities, education technologies, e-health, fintech, insurance, and agro, and so many other things.
Knowledge economy requires new skills, analytical thinking and innovation, active learning, problem solving, creativity, originality, initiative, leadership, and social influence. Technology use, but it also requires resilience, stress tolerance, and flexibility. And ask me about it. In the past 3 years, I lived it. And these skills are abundant in this country. Knowledge economy in Lebanon has a huge potential. On the global market, the market is going from 570 billion to 2.5 trillion by 2030. In the GCC state, 600,000 remote tech jobs are going to come into the market by 2030. 255 billion will be added to GDP. So you see the potential. But this is not all. Locally, we have a huge potential. We have 1,500 institutions that are on paper, minus one. We're working on NEFA since 2 weeks ago with a bunch of students.
That was an achievement.
So
yesterday.
1,499 now. We have 2,000 services that need to be digitized. We have 5,000 dynamic private firms that need to go into digital transformation. So you see the potential, how big it is. But Lebanon has a paradox. Lebanon is lagging in enabling environment, broadband speed, talent retention, and innovation. But Lebanon is also leading. We are 10th globally in ease of finding skilled employees. We are 23rd in digital skills. We are 24th in skill set of graduates. We are 4th in quality of math and science education, and that's in 2021, that's recent. So the collective is lagging, but the individual is leading. The global reputation is lagging, but the talent potential is leading. The result of the past are bleak, but the future is bright.
It's really amazing seeing science as very advanced. Fourth, that's big belief of our human capital. It's time to move our targets at least short term, for the next 2 years, not more. We have 2,000 graduates per year in a knowledge economy. How can we capitalize on this? We have to move from 200 startups to 2,000 startups. We need enablers, we need policies, we need incentives. We have something in IDAL, but where is it today? How can we really enable it? We have 15,000 outsourcing jobs. How can we make them 35,000? And we can do it. 44,000 jobs in the knowledge economy. We want to drive them to 105. And then today, our involvement in the GDP is 2 billion, but we can bring it to 7 to 10 billion dollars. And this is a huge number. I think this can be a savior to Lebanon. And today, just to add one number, we mentioned 1 or 2.5 trillion in globally on the knowledge economy, but guess what? Today, McKinsey published a report. Simply generative AI, something very small like ChatGPT, will add to the global economy 1.5 trillion alone. How can we tap into this? How can we create? How can we innovate? We cannot solve our problems the same thinking process. How we created them. We need new ways of thinking. I will start by myself to achieve these targets. But let's ask, are we reimagining our social contact towards a new future? Are we creating enabling environment for the next gen to be able to give them something so that they can innovate? And practically, what role each and everyone will play? Was it in creating the Lebanon tech brand or creating an investment and pushing investments? And yet we need investments in Lebanon. It's not just we don't have adequate government and related to it. We need private investments for the private sector. We need to survive. Digital infrastructure, starting by Starlink, regulating Starlink in Lebanon. Laws and regulations, creating that business environment, data democratization throughout the government, research and development, and this is dear to my heart, and to the universities. How can we merge the private sector, the industry, and research and development? We need to be a nation of research and development. And lastly, even more dearer, is the government technologies. How can we increase transparency and decrease risks and work together towards this? And this is our call to action. Let's join Lebanon Works movement so we can invent tomorrow rather than worrying about what happened today and yesterday. We need to change the narrative and take a leap into the future, or stay in the past. We don't want to stay in the past. Innovation is our only differentiation. We only have innovation. This is what will differentiate us for the future, and this is what differentiates us from machines and AI. right? We are being taken, we love it or we don't love it. AI is taking the world. So with that, Lebanon,
Works.
thank you.